Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, Yes, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, can't put $1, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me, bro? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no giving.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
He'll be on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mark Ingram
had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there. but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's got Snead. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Browns, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. It brings up second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Elias Campbell on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
a gain of 29 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Hey, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
He was brought down by Marcus Peters. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Cleveland.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
To Nick Chubb.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
21-yard line.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 81.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. There's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's another.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
At the Ravens' 48-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
The 2-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
To start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 27-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40. Snead's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. the 11-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 11. Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19, Ravens 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st and 10. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Calais Campbell fighting his way home for the sack.
It's 3rd down.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Complete.
A big play. 2 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Heck of a play there by Olivier Vernon to get upfield and bring him down behind the line. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here.
Number 6.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier, Jimmy Smith, the one who brought him down. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards.
1st down, Cleveland.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Quit talking about it.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Nick Chubb, the Browns.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He may try and run. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught inside the 5.
That's good.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And again, it's Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the side. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Browns on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Jackson on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson eluding the pressure right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Mayfield now from the 50. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
It's 3rd down.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys... They're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
33.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Chris Moore returning it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Now in desperation. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.